Hello, good morning and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxter, on the panel as a one and only Ibrox loyal who hosts today's sensational team news.
I do indeed. It's Fodingham, Tavernier, Martin, Alves, Declan John, Doherty, the one and only Graham Dorrans, Candeas, Windass, Murphy and Alfredo Moreles. So I believe that is 2 changes from the Kilmarnock game, with Dorrans replacing Sean Goss and Cummings being replaced by Alfredo Moreles.
The substitutes.
Oh, sorry. Alnwick, Hodgson, McCrory, Halliday, Goss, Miller and Sean Cummins, Jason Cummins.
All right. So back four's the same. It's the last game. Doherty, Dorrans, Windass in the middle of the midfield, Candias and Murphy to the side, and obviously Morales coming in for Jason Cummings. So
yeah.
I see the shape staying the same, but we've swapped Goss for Dorrans, yeah?
Yeah, and obviously Morelos for Cummins. So.
Cummins, yeah. Dorrans no played back in the team. I think he's played 45 minutes in one of the bounce games that we've had, yeah?
Yeah,
and great to see young McCrory back on the bench as well. Eh?
Oh, without a doubt, mate. We were talking about it last night, and we say if the two of them could get some game time over the next couple of games, it gives them every chance of being ready for that cup semi-final. And I think, out of them off for me, mate, I'm more delighted to see both, but more for young McCrory, mate, because the defensive side of our midfield, mate, has been lacking, and I think that's why we've been losing a few silly goals, because I believe if McCrory was in the last couple of matches, we don't concede their goals, but it says that's hindsight, mate, so...
Mm-hmm. Do you see the shape staying the same today?
You could, mate, because it's just a straight for the two strikers, straight swap, and Dorrans, I see a more well-rounded player than young Goss, because Goss is still very young, still feeling his feet in Scottish football. Alright, Dorrans has been out injured for a long number of time now, but he comes back in, but I believe he could give us something more in the midfield, and it maybe give Doherty somebody more experience to play alongside, and it could maybe help his game as well.
Aye, well, I think we all forget how young Goss and Doherty are, you know, and they've done okay for us. Both showed potential at times. I thought Goss has been excellent. The last 2 games, he wasn't fantastic. The boy Doherty's finding his way at Rangers has worked really hard, and hopefully Dorrans, with that big experience next to him, can cajole and help him improve, mate.
Oh no, without a doubt, mate. As I say, I'm excited to see what he can offer us today, Dorrans. Obviously been out for so long, but the manager must know 100% in his mind that he's ready, and he's put him in there. So I'll go with Mr. Murty, because he knows his stuff a lot more than I ever know. So hopefully it adds something extra in our team today, because we're going to need it.
The Rossiter near the squad, yes, he sort of threw us a curveball there. We thought he might have been on the bench, yeah?
I know, I did, mate. I did think that, but obviously he's no. I know Mr. Murty's going to try and organise another bounce game for next midweek. So hopefully, well, we've seen that as well. I think we've got, I'm not sure, I've got another youth development game, because I know, as I've said before, you can use up to, I think, between 3 and 5 overage players, mate. It just gives them, if they want to give somebody a wee bit of extra game time, and maybe that's what they're going to use Rossiter for during next midweek. So,
I mean, people will be saying it's positive because of it's coming 2 weeks tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. I'm seeing it as all positive, mate. I'm more than delighted to see McCrory on the bench, and hopefully he does get some game time throughout the afternoon if we're doing well later on in the match. So
if people want to join us, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
You can join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online, and you can talk about today's team and what your thoughts are for the match. Has that changed your thinking on the score, Ibrox?
No, not really. I think I says last night 3-1, but I didn't see it being a comfortable 3-1, if there's such a thing as a comfortable 3-1. But with Dorans, I think he adds a wee bit more dynamism in that midfield. Delighted to see Alfredo back up front, because we missed the way that he bullies defences about, and can bring players like Murphy and can do us a lot more into the games. And I think it only bodes well for the match today. But as I said last night, I see Morales and Winders both scoring today, because they don't usually go 3 games without scoring between the two of them. So I see they two definitely scoring today if it is to be a 3-1 result for us. So.
Well, it's only one game for Josh Winders. I know it was a long, long time ago in the Celtic game, but he did score in that.
I know, but I know we only created 3 real good opportunities against Kilmarnock. It was pretty lackadaisical, and we obviously couldn't get the creativeness into the game to help Cummins against Kilmarnock. But I see it changing today, and both of them getting on the score sheet, so I'm pretty positive in that.
All right. I think we'll win, mate, and I'm going to go for 2-0. There you go.
Oh, I'd love it, mate. I would take that as well, mate, and I would take Bridges last night as well. If it's to be a 1-0 game, but we play well enough and we're no scratching about, let alone trying to look for the goal. Because if we can start at a very fast pace, sort of similar to we did against the Mankey Mob a few weeks ago, and get an early goal, mate, that's what it's all going to be about today. And if, as I say, Alfredo can get bullied about that big Cedric Keepery and a few of the other ones in the Motherwell back four, mate, it could be a good afternoon for us. So,
the bench, just looking at the bench, 2 defenders. One's a defender come defensive midfield. Halliday, which gives you cover on the left side of the defence as well. Goss, cover for the midfield, and 2 in the forward. There is a bit more balance on the bench.
Aye, definitely so, because I think was it last week or a couple of weeks ago we had something like 3 or 4 strikers on the bench, and we had no real cover for the midfield, apart from maybe one, which I see it being positive now. It's look at a selection, and obviously hopefully next week if he gets a go in the bounce game, then it gives us an extra cover for defensive midfield. I know we've got McCrory there, but it's not going to do us any harm to have two that can really play that role, because I don't really see. I know people say, but Andy Halliday could play defensive midfield, but let's be honest, it wasn't his best position a few seasons back. So, but it's cover, mate, all round. The only one I'm not too keen on is the Hodgson one, but I'm not going to go over the top about that one. So
he gives us cover on the right side of the park, Halliday on the left, so it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair. I mean, obviously, I think Hodgson's maybe days are numbered at the club come the summer, and like a few people he'll be moving on. But look, boy's a trier, just not up to Rangers class, mate.
No. I thought he would have been when he first came in, mate, because his first couple of games he actually did all right for us, and then kind of went down have a wee bit further. I know you say he is the original cover for right back, but when he was getting fired in at left back, it's no his cup of tea. So, can I ask you a question here, Ox? Who do you see as the more defensive out of Doherty and Dorans, or Roon?
Doherty,
okay.
Aye. I think he's more naturally into the challenge. I think Dorans is a guy who tries to much naturally to make things happen. You know?
Yeah.
What I've seen of Doherty, he's more around the pitch. I'm not saying Dorans doesn't get around the pitch, but Dorans is maybe at the moment in his career looking for passes maybe more than Greg Doherty is. Greg Doherty seems to go by people with a burst of speed and just goes by them rather than looking to make passes, etc. But look, making a judgment of Greg Doherty, we've not really seen that much of him, really, have we?
Mm-hmm. No, but I think you're pretty right there, because he's got a bit about him. He's pretty bustly as well, as you say. He doesn't really get stuck into a challenge, but when he does it fair. So he's not one of the overly rash players, I don't think. Maybe he's no about a Ryan Jack, where the referees try to look for every little thing that he did to try and book him. But young Doherty seems to have a wise head about him at a very young age. So
Ryan Jack was arguably our best player the first 3 or 4 months of the season, mate. When obviously a couple of decisions went against him, and then he got the bad challenge against Motherwell, you know. So he's to come back in and use his competition and a wee bit more physicality in there. We're getting there, mate. It's small steps, but every few weeks, even though results haven't been going my way, the whole club's slowly progressing, Ibrox.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. And it's lovely to see on and after the park. It seems to be going well. But as you say, now that we're starting to get a more full squad back, maybe players that would have been in Mr. Murty's original plans had they been fit for since he took care as manager, it might have been different. Some of the games we might have won some of the games that we struggled in. But as you say, we've got another couple of games. We've got a very important. Well, I suppose every game's important now at the end of the season, but the next 2 games and then that cup game, that's going to be the determining factor for how the season pans out in the next couple of months. So, as I say, I'm looking forward to going after the park to see what we can do for the start of next season as well. So, I don't think we're too far.
I think somebody's trying to join the show. My money's on Bridgeman, and he's joining an old call. He's ringing an old call.
Oops. It's not really like the Bridge.
No. He's going to have to go on a course, I think. I don't know who it is. I'm assuming it's Bridge, but I might be right. So, I think it's a positive. Graham Dorrans, he scored about 5 goals. He gives us a threat of goals from midfield along with Josh Windass in the sort of middle of the park. Because he scored and also you'll get Morales, Murphy and Candias. So it gives us an added goal threat where Goss and Docherty just didn't quite have that. But Goss, nice free kicks. Well, we missed them and his delivery for corners.
As you say, mate, the last 2 games, he didn't really do it for me. I was expecting him to really step up to the mark. I know I said earlier on he's still a young player, but the way he started off his Rangers career, I really expected him to step up to the plate, especially in the Old Firm game. And then even against Kilmarnock, he wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest of deliveries. As I said, we only really created 3 clear-cut chances. And it was a shame.
2 of them came for Goss, mate.
I know that, mate. But I mean, Oran in general, we didn't really have a lot of creativity to help young Cummins out. And Cummins isn't the same sort of player as Alfredo. He's not got the bustle and the up and get you, the other team's defenders. Cummins isn't the sort of player who would bring like your Murphy and Candias and one of your midfield partners like young Windass into creative opportunities in the park. Whereas I can see Dorrans maybe doing that today, and Docherty being the jaws and the centre of the midfield and helping the back 4 at times, because it has been lacking at times in the last couple of matches. So really looking forward to see what we can get for this match today. So. Yeah. I think we've been. Hello,
I might be wrong. I might have been another Docherty guy that was trying to phone the call. Morning, Travel Rug.
Good morning. Or is it? It's good afternoon for me, actually.
All right.
But never mind.
How are you doing, mate? Where are you?
I'm in Schiphol, en route to West Africa, so great.
All right. Bit warmer than we're getting.
Well, it's not that warm in Amsterdam, but just now.
All right.
It will be by the night, so.
You doing your dishes?
They're clearing the plates behind me.
Have you seen the team?
On my no, but before I go there, on my flight across, Arthur Newman was on the flight, and whether on our way to him before and after the flight, he was off for a function last night. What an absolute gentleman here, man! Absolutely a credit to your club. Was
he asking for me?
He was that miserable old bastard Hawk still doing that show. I've not got rid of him yet. So, but aye, say absolute gentleman here, man.
Aye. Good on you, mate.
Lad.
Good on you. He seems to be for a lot. functions, yeah.
Well, he said he was there with Ian Ferguson last night, so Fergie must be across for Australia, so that'd have been a good night listening to they too.
Do you want the team travel?
I go on, mate.
Wes, Tavernier, Martin, Alves, John, Docherty, Dorrans, Candias, Wandas, Murphy and Morelos. Bench, Alnwick, Hodgson, McCrory, Halliday, Goss, Miller and Cummins. So basically 2 changes for the Kilmarnock match.
And a couple of big stories there. Dorrans back and McCrory back on the bench, Travel.
That's good. Dorrans straight in, that's no bad. But he has been kind of kicking about or been mentioned the last few weeks, so he's probably had about 3 weeks, hasn't he? So.
Aye. Obviously, they must think he's fit. Jeez, he shouldn't be starting again for Rangers if you're no fit, mate. Eh?
No, definitely no. So sorry, did you mention Goss?
Goss is on the bench.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. We'll see how that goes.
Him and Dorrans swapped.
And name mention Rossiter, no?
No, he was mentioned in the press conference yesterday, mate, so we thought he might be on the bench, but obviously not quite made it, you know. We lost Travel Rock?
Maybe, mate.
We could do with A2 playing Ian Ferguson and Arthur Newman.
Aye, they were doing the Loudon last night, mate. It was a dinner sort of thing as well. A few of my mates were there and they said it was a fantastic night. Says you could listen to Newman and Ian Ferguson all night. It was absolutely outstanding. It was a sellout within hours, I think, of the tickets going on sale. So I think we all thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. And that's Arthur Newman now been at a good few the last couple of years. So.
Aye.
Likely to see them there again. So.
Different type of players, but we could do with both.
Oh aye.
So look, back four, Alves and Martin. Bit of experience in it to stand up to the Motherwell Coast so-called physicality, Ibrox.
Aye, mate. I think it is one more senior back two. If I've been honest about it at the club at this moment in time, Alves is the one that'll go and win the balls in the air. I think in the old Firm game he must have won about 95% his headed efforts that he went for. Martin's maybe a wee bit better on the deck, whereas Bridge says Martin's not really that good in the air. So you've got a kind of mixture there, but I think you're famous for saying it as well, Ox. There is absolutely no pace in the back two. We might have it in the left back and the right back, but we'll certainly not go it in any of the two centre backs, which tends to be worrying occasions, but hopefully not too much today, because I don't think the Motherwell front two, front one, whatever it's going to be for them, they might have the physicality, but they've not got really much pace, so maybe that really doesn't going to worry Alves and Martin too much, that side of things.
And it's not a big part that's got wide open spaces on it, Ibrox, eh? Aye,
it's quite tight and narrow, which hopefully will help us as well, because I've been watching Motherwell and they seem to get all their goals when it goes to the right flank and the left flank, and that's what they try and do, and then they try and get maybe 2 or 3 players running into the box as well. So that's what we just have to watch out for as well. But we've got the pace on the right and left flank, because you've got Candias and Murphy who can get in and help out the Tavernier and Declan John at times as well. So as long as we keep the flanks covered, then we shouldn't have too much to worry about. But
so people want to join us, give us a prediction. What's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online, where you'll be brought in by All School Blue and his glamorous assistant.
When did I get a glamorous assistant?
When you can turn up for me in 3 shows in a row. How's that grab you?
That's fine, mate. I'll take it. I'm looking forward to getting a glamorous assistant. Everybody else in the planet seems to get one nowadays, so...
Bridges get Fox and I've got you.
Glamorous, that's the first time I've been called glamorous, but there you go.
I don't know if Fox will be too happy either. So I'm looking forward to the game just to see Graham Dorrans, mate, really, if I'm being honest.
Same here, mate, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. See what he can bring to the team, see if he's improved it. He didn't have Murphy playing in that position, he'd Windass, so if Windass makes a run and Dorrans has got that ability to find them, it could improve our team, mate.
I think Mount Vernon says a couple of weeks ago as well that he's looking forward to seeing Dorrans back in again. Now we've got players like Murphy and obviously Windass is like the number 10 over the shadow striker, as I used to like to call it.
Somebody else joined us, something?
I think so, mate, aye.
Right, and so it's time for shout-outs, mate. Give us a shout-out.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Give us a shout-out, Bridge.
I know I'm a bit late, right enough, you know. Very good.
You're the only one that would do the gaffer money if you get quartered. Have you seen the team, bruh?
I haven't seen anything. I've just done the door.
I'll let Ibrox announce it to you.
Yeah, it's Wes, Tavernier, Martin, Alves and John, Doherty, Dorrans, Candias, Windass, Murphy and Morelos. Substitutes, Alnwick, Hodgson, McCrory, Hardy, Goss, Miller and Jason Cummins. So it's basically 2 changes for the Kilmarnock match.
Connie, could you do me a favour and repeat it again?
Yeah. Wes in goals, Tavernier, Martin, Alves, John the back 4, Doherty, Dorrans and Windass, the 3 in midfield, with Candias, Murphy and Morelos. I know it's not going to be a 4-3-3, but you can kind of judge what formation you want for that.
Well,
you better give me substitutes as well. It's not quite good.
Alnwick, Hodgson, McCrory, Hardy, Goss, Miller and Cummins. So basically Dorrans comes in to replace Sean Goss and Cummins on the bench being replaced by Alfredo Morelos.
Right, so I'm just trying to get my head around it. So Goss is on the bench,
yeah,
and Dorrans is playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And who else is on the bench and somebody else playing?
Morales is playing for Cummings.
Right. Well, that's we all said that he should be playing anyway. Cummings on the bench. Yes. I can't hear properly. Right. Okay. That's right.
And McCrory's playing Bridge.
No, he's on the bench.
McCrory's on the bench. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
On the bench, yeah.
So I'm happy enough with Alves and Martin to a certain extent. I take it there's no word on Bates coming back in.
No, I'll be weak yet, mate.
No, but I've not heard him even on the bench.
No, he's not ready yet, mate. He's not
right,
ready.
Okay, that's fine.
It was minimum 6 weeks, so if he does get a good recovery, maybe earliest maybe next week, mate, and that's at a push. That's at a push.
What do you guys think of it?
I'm looking forward to seeing Graham Dorrans. I mean, Sean Goss has been playing well up to the last couple of games. Dorrans brings more guile to the team and more experience, maybe help Doherty. Goss has some great delivery. Dorrans maybe gives you maybe a goal threat for supporting the forward. So there's plus and minuses, Bridge, but Dorrans, I think Graham Dorrans playing well would be in our first choice midfield.
Oh yes, I would think so. And it wouldn't be far away anyway. Let's put it that way. I wonder. I think moving Goss onto the bench, this is going to be, well, everyone thinks it's going to be a very tough game. Excuse me. So the Bears, the players have got to be up for it, and right up for it. And I think we heard the manager saying last night, there's no excuses in reality. If there's physical contact at all, you've got to match it. You've got to match it with the physical. If they're physical, you've got to be physical as well. There's no good sitting back and saying, well, they get pushed off the ball and things like that, you know. Which I have to say we've been saying, not just us, but many more have been saying we want people that's going to get in their face and go on with it. So, really looking forward to the game. Really looking forward to it.
But you have different kind of braveness. Jamie Murphy isn't the kind of guy that's going to go and get stuck into 60-40s, but he'll go and steal the ball off of people's feet and he takes the ball in tight situations, you know.
I think he's quite a brave player when he's attacking. He attacks very, very well. And he takes it right up to them and then moves, you know. And sometimes some players can pay the penalty for that, but he's got quickness of feet and he can get away from them. I hope he doesn't get injured for any reason. Excuse me.
To do that, Bridge, you've got to have confidence in your own ability.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think if everything goes all right today, you're hopefully going to see a huge improvement in the quality from midfield up to the front. And I hope that Morelos, I should say, I'm copying Ibrox Loyal with that, isn't I? So I hope that he's up for the game as well. As a sin, he get dropped the other week there. As a sin, it should never have happened. Bad mistake.
I think it's a mistake, especially it didn't make sense when the international break was coming up.
Yeah. It's a bit
nonsense. Can I just say something as well that I think we maybe have missed out in here? With Murphy as well, remember this is him getting back to Fir Park again, mate. He knows the park inside out. Played the biggest majority of his career at Motherwell when he came through as a very young player. And eventually became at his time at Motherwell, one of the best players in Scottish football. At his time, he was there before he went down south. So with him knowing that park inside out, he'll know how to attack and where best to attack on the field as well, mate. I'm really looking forward to seeing Murphy. Says it many times, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Murphy's, and he's a die-hard Blue Nose, as we all know, but I think he's really going to step up to the plate today as well, for the sheer fact that he's back at Fir Park again as well.
Oh, you're right. If somebody's trying to call the show, you need to call RangersRadio.online. No one will call, so you can be brought in. I was blaming you for doing that earlier on, Bridge.
I know, and then it was Uncle Travel.
You there, Bridge?
I am indeed, pal. I heard you saying that, and I heard you. Thank you, Loyal, for making him admit it. It wasn't me at all. He keeps blaming me. He says somebody's typing as Bruno, or rather as Bridgman.
Bruno.
That's me.
Mr. Alves. You're not the one we've got in the Paralympic in time. It's got to be you.
I hope Russell Martin and him strike a half-decent partnership today, because they need to be really hard and steady, and they've got to be able to attack the ball, which will be Bruno Alves' job when the ball comes in high, and they will come in high. He's the one that's going to jump highest and he's got a bigger head.
If I was a Motherwell coach, Bridge, I would play my two fastest forwards, and I would be playing the ball in the inside left and inside right channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the channels from the inside to the outside and letting them run onto the ball there, because our full-backs are bombing up, invariably bombing up, and that's always left the space. We saw that, by the way, since the Warburton era. To be honest, there was never any cover. We never sort of pulled a midfielder back and created a three, or maybe even back to the four again, and let the guy, if they go up, bring people back to cover it. We've never ever done that under Warburton, and right up to now we're still not doing it. There must be a new method of coaching somewhere.
Whoever's doing it has phoned an old call 3 times. So it's RangersRadio.online, not the old call. That phones everybody that's in the old call. Just so you know.
I've just looked at the Motherwell starting 11 here. They're going with one up top with the big lad, that Curtis Main, who's been playing up front. They have been playing in recent weeks. Apart from last week because he couldn't play, was the other striker, what is his name? I don't know, can't remember his name anyway, but they're going with one up top. So their team, it's not going to make any sense to you, Ops, if you don't watch it, but Trevor Carson, Richard Tate, Chris Cadden, Cal McHugh, captain, Curtis Main, Elliot Freer, Ryan Bowman, Charles Dunn, Tom Aldred, Cedric Keeprey and young Alan Campbell. It'll not make any sense to you because you say if you don't really watch Scottish football, but to some is that day.
I watch a lot of it, mate, but it only happens to be when a blue team's playing.
Anyway,
I think we've been joined by Alan. Hello, Al.
It was Alan who's dialing the wrong number.
Hello,
Hello,
how are you doing? Hello. Oh,
no,
mate, I lost him. I lost him. It's not that I don't watch them. I only watch them when they're playing us, Bridge, man. Oh, I'm telling a lie. That's not strictly true. I turned on the Hearts and Celtic game when it was 3-0 to Hearts. Does that count?
Oh yes, love it, mate. Aye, love that Insta, that big pot.
Does that count? No.
Aye, it counts, mate. Of course it does.
All right. Okay. What's your thoughts, Bridge? How's the game going to go? Give us a quick prediction.
Well, I think that what Loyal was saying a few minutes ago there about the boy Murphy. I know he's going back to Motherwell. That was his first team. I wonder how he's going to be treated by the fans. Obviously, if he was playing for anyone else, he would get a hearty applause and cheered on the park because he's one of their own type of thing. That's the way they think about it. But now he's appearing for Rangers. I think you'll probably hear a lot of boos when he takes the part. And I think it's a sin, you know. And it just shows you the mentality of what's happening.
You're here, mate. You know. You're here.
But I think the game will go. Do you want me to give a prediction?
Yeah,
I do apologise. Yes, my prediction is that I'll go for a 1-0 for Rangers.
I'm going to like to watch football with you every week.
No, it's, I'm just desperate. I've reached that stage. I'm just desperate.
The whole season he predicts 38 goals. Ibrams, that's all you'll see. 38 goals. But then again, Bridge, I'd take 38, 1-0 win.
Aye, so would I, mate. Aye, you better believe it.
Aye. It's important, Bridge, I think we get a result today, just because if we don't get a result, even on here, everybody's been going to talk about Graham Murray, he's not good enough, the players aren't good enough, and we go into a downward spiral, whereas we want to come out of the slumber in the last two games and start looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? What about that to you, Ibrox? Important, really important. I think the league's gone now. I think we had to win the two games, and then we begin into the day saying if we win the day, hopefully they trip up tomorrow, and all the usual stuff, you know, and pressure and all that. And they'd have been really buzzing for this game, and there'd have been 3 times as many people in the lobby, and the calls would have been trebled because of the interest. But I still think it's a big game in the big picture rather than going for the league.
No, without a doubt, mate. We need to start building our momentum now. As you say, league's maybe gone. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go for second place now. But there's a very important semi-final of the Cup coming up, and that is going to make or break our season now. I know I might be sounding a bit over-dramatic when I say that, but I just think it's pertinent to say that if we can go in with the momentum again, especially we did play the last Old Firm match, which we should have gone on and won. But going in that and getting to another final, the fans deserve it, and the fans deserve to be clapping the team when we got to lift the Scottish Cup. So.
But you know, can I just say, you know, Loyal, it's nice to hear. We all agree with what you're saying there, but the truth is, today, as to all intents and purposes, I've said this nearly every game this season. This is the biggest game in our calendar. This today is the biggest game. See, if we don't win this today, we're going to be really in trouble. And so
I agree with you, mate. I agree with you.
As far as the league, how many games to go before the split?
2, Bridge. This one in Dundee.
Right, so we play there's in Dundee. If we don't win today, what's the chances of beating Dundee? You follow what I mean? And it goes on and on and on. And this is why, and then you're looking for 2 games ahead. Wait a minute, who are we playing? Oh, they were playing the semi-final of the Cup. Oh my God, we've not won a game in 3, you know. 4, if we don't win. We need to win today, 100% we need to win. Sorry to be so brutal about that.
Bridge, I think you're spot on, mate. I really do. I think we've put myself under a lot of pressure. We need to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, definitely. It's, as we say, it's all about, we've said it, I don't know, for the last dozen games or something, that the next Rangers game is the most important game of our season. It's just the way it's turned out, because we've no been in the situations that we wanted to be. If we'd started off and hadn't been maybe not cheated the game against Hibs in the opening days of the season, it could have been a completely different season for us. But we are where we are. We need to win today build momentum on to next week, and then that semi-final of the Cup. So
we're playing Dundee. Is it Dundee next week?
Yeah,
next
yes.
weekend, right? Okay.
Yes.
And it's an away game or at home?
No, Ibrox, mate.
Ibrox, okay.
And that's going to be nothing each, because I think Big Ulster's coming out for it.
Big Ulster's come, so it could be a goalless draw, and that indeed, yeah. But I mean, it's quite, shall we say, it's quite alarming for Rangers, for the Rangers fans, I should say, that we're finding ourselves in this position when, you know, you look back 4 weeks ago before the break and a couple of weeks before that, and before we played Celtic, we were up for everything, you know. We were thinking not saying with 100% knowledge that we were going to possibly win the league, but if we'd have beat Celtic, we'd have been a right good shout.
Aye,
absolutely, pal.
And
absolutely.
I'll tell you this, if we beat Celtic, we beat Kilmarnock. Anyway, talking to guys.
Of course, yeah.
We've been joined by the Fox, who's come in to give his prediction before he gives us a shout out. How we doing, Fox?
Afternoon, guys.
How we doing, mate? Are you glad to see Graham Doran's back, mate?
I think that's about the strongest team we could have put out today. I would like to have seen young McCrory take a gamble with young McCrory, bring him in, but I think we've got people there that can shut the door at the back, and also the addition of Dorns could open doors up front for us. Quite pleased with that side.
And how do you see it going?
I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers.
Same result as the last time we were at Fir Park with Graham Doran's double.
Well, that would do me nicely.
Has to repeat itself, huh? That was the first game of the season, wasn't it?
I think so, mate, yeah. Did not get was the first one a penalty, the second one was a penalty?
Second one was a penalty, first it fell to the edge of the box and he had it home.
Well, I have to say, and I'm not being funny when I say this is to all the Rangers players, watch yourself against that boy keeper. Just watch yourself, because that has an accident waiting to happen, bumping into him, seriously. Not a very good player, Ian. Not a very good player for me.
Well, Fox thinks he's a good player.
Nah, I think he's a very poor player.
I think he's the sort of guy that would be a good addition to our squad.
Fox, you see, if he was playing in Rangers, he'd be sent off every week. There you go.
He reminds me of a very young Tam Forsyth, mate, crunching into tackles, but he's only 21, mate, and with a good bit of coaching, he could be a good player to have run about the squad for me.
In the semi-final against them, he put 2 tackles on some of our players, and one of them he actually halved the guy in 2, and they never get spoken to. And in fact, if he'd been playing with Rangers or with Rangers jersey on, he'd have been sent off. I'm not being funny. He'd have been sent off. I don't rate the boy at all.
We've reached that time of the day when we all go and get set up to watch the match. So Fox, give us a shout out.
Come on, the Bears.
Here. Ibrox Loyal.
Come on, the Bears. Let's win this one today. Bridgeman.
Oh, come on, the Bears, of course. And to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, and particularly the boys on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, come on, we're going to win the day. Keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle discussing today's game. And to coin a phrase for Fox, come on, the Bears. Take it away, old school boy.
Every other saint of dismal of day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Paisley Road, me and my wee pal George. We love to see the lasses with their blue scarves on,